I'm joined now by Natalie Alexander, who's a director at Alexander Hancock Recruitment in Manchester. Natalie, when you advertise certain positions, is there a lack of British workers who want to get those jobs?
OK, it's not there's a lack of British workers that want those jobs particularly. It's just that there's been a complete change in the work ethic and work attitude. That's what the difference is. And I think that is what Liz Truss is referring to. Not sure we want to emulate China, but I think we could go back to emulating the work ethic that we used to have in the 1950s.
So you're saying very much that Liz Truss does have a point. There has been a change in the way that people think about work and what they're prepared to do to earn their salaries.
Absolutely, but it doesn't happen at the stage at which they come into work. It happens at the stage at which we're bringing up our children. We brought up our children in this generation to be entitled, to think that everything gives them immediate gratification, that they should have everything, that when they go into the world, they are this amazing human being, and which they are to us personally. But actually, we're not teaching them about work ethic. We're not teaching them about work ethic at home, or schools, or universities. And that's where the problem is. It's not the people who are actually currently in work, it's the ones that are coming through.
That's interesting. I mean, I don't have children, so don't have accounts of this firsthand. But when do you think this change came about? Because certainly from the age of 14, I was delivering newspapers, collecting trolleys, working at the local supermarket, pulling pints, just about everything to get me through, buy a car and go to university. So when did it all change?
I think it changed when my generation became parents. So I've got two children, one 23, one 27. My daughter, high flyer, great school, great university. Where did she learn the most before she started work? When she learnt through COVID in a restaurant, that's when she actually really grafted for the first time in her life. We brought up when I was growing up, like you, I went to work at a bakery when I was 16 in order for me to be able to afford to go out. My parents bought me presents at my birthday or at Christmas. I was told if I wanted to achieve in life, I had to work hard in school and work hard when I first got my job. I did data input as a graduate for 6 months. Why? I knew that I could do more than that, that was my job. I was paying my dues, and unfortunately my generation of parenting has failed these kids terribly.
The question is, how on earth do they afford their smartphones and their Alco Pops and their tattoos and all the various things that these millennials and Gen Zers seem to like?
Get a job, work hard. That's what I did. I used to earn £10 a week on a Saturday working in a bakery in order to be able to afford to go out. But we haven't brought up our children like that. We wanted to give them better than we had. So what we've done is we've given them everything. And we've told them that the centre of the world operates around them. And it just doesn't work like that. We have a real choice to make in this country. First of all, if you're born in the UK, you're born with 5 aces in your pack. So we have a head start on everybody else. We then have to make a decision as to how we want to be in the future. Do we want to create a successful country for us all that benefits us all? And that only comes from improving the work ethic that just does not exist in this country at the moment. And I love this country, and I am dreadfully upset to be able to say that about it. But genuinely, we're all entitled snowflakes.
I love the fact you don't milk your words, do you? But no, would it be fair to say... Would it be fair to say, though, in certain sectors, wages have been drastically compressed because recruiters are able to find foreign labour for far less money than it would cost to hire a Brit?
Right. First of all, I don't operate in that sector particularly. I operate in the office sector, so that actually is not the case. Salaries have increased. I know inflation has gone up, and therefore the salaries don't seem to be as much as they are. But on the whole, my clients are paying really good salaries, and we are struggling to find people. I can literally show you. I've got hundreds of jobs on my desk looking for people to be filled. I had somebody yesterday who's supposed to go for an interview at 5:15. This has never happened before. Well, this bit has. And she didn't bother to turn up, even though I called her, wished her luck, emailed her and texted her. When I texted her at 7 o'clock yesterday evening to say how unimpressed I was with her behaviour, do you know what she texted me back? Oh, and I said, I'm unimpressed with your behaviour and I'm taking your details off my files. She didn't apologise. She just said, OK, thanks, Natalie, take care. That's the attitude.